All right, good morning. So we are here at, as you can see, a very different beach cleaning spot this morning because we are not anywhere near the beach. We're actually a few hours away from where I normally live. And as I promised, this year we're going to do some more adventurous beach clean expeditions. So I figured why not drive a few hours away to a river, and that's what we have here, and see what kind of cleaning we can do. Absolutely beautiful with the mountains in the background. Really not used to this type of cleaning environment, but I think it's going to be good. I have no idea what types of trash I'm going to find here, but as I say in many of my videos, that's kind of part of the learning process, is to see what different types of trash you find in different places and how all of that eventually comes together, because a lot of stuff that starts here in this river will wind up near the beaches by me hours downstream. So let's get our trash pickers and go along the shore here and get trash, see what types of trash we can find. Okay, well, that was quite the riverside beach clean. I honestly did not expect to find nearly as much trash as we did here, but again, I think that's telling of the fact that there is a lot of trash that cycles around, and it might start, I don't know, maybe 100 miles away from the beach, but it all winds up here. And that's evident by the fact that I found a lot of stuff that I normally find at the beach by me, that it may also start at that beach by me, like water bottles and beer cans and just all sorts of other trash, but it also might start here in plastic that might take hundreds or thousands of years to degrade. If it's in this river water here, it's in no rush to take its time to make it down to a beach where it sort of gets abandoned. And of course, some of it gets up with even river tides high enough where it gets abandoned with the weather here. But I just want to show you a few of these things very quickly because it's a little windy out here. Luckily on this side of this little cove, it's not as bad, but I'm sure you can hear some of the breeze in the mic, and the sun and clouds are playing havoc with my lighting here. So I'm a little bit out of my environmental element. So I'll just be quick with some of the common and strange things I found. So found some tennis balls, which I find all the time back on the beaches. And this might not look like a tennis ball because it's been degraded down to its plasticky, rubbery core, but these are degrading here even far away from the beach along riversides. Shotgun shells, I find those all the time at the beach. So I assume people hunting far away here in the mountains and the hills, they run down into the river runs down into the ocean. Simple enough, logically. And like I said, lots of water bottles, bottle caps, typical stuff. But again, a lot of big stuff here too. I was surprised by, like this giant brush. Was surprised by that. I found this bike helmet, which is a little too small for my head, and it's a little cracked, unfortunately. So some of this stuff you can actually clean and salvage, but some of it's a little bit worn beyond repair, but it's still good to take out of these marine habitats because, again, I'm not as familiar with river ecosystems as I am with ocean ecosystems, where different like turtles and birds and stuff nest and they ingest plastic or get tangled in it and it's bad for them. But I assume it's a similar case here along riverside. So if you do live near rivers and not near a beach, there's still plenty of work that you can do to clean up. And I know some really great cleaners on Instagram who do exactly that. So if you are an inland person or an inland cleaner, I'd love to hear your insights about the types of trash that you find and what you're trying to do. Because again, I've found really only along maybe a quarter of a mile stretch 2 big bags I emptied it out a little to show you. But these were both full trash bags of a lot of recyclables, actually. Again, these big pieces, which I think if we clean, we can actually recycle, which is great. Again, if it takes its time to get down to the ocean and it's already degraded a lot, it might be too late to recycle. So it's good, even perhaps more important, to get this stuff at its source before it washes down to the ocean and it's degraded beyond recyclability, I guess. So yeah, I always say this, and I think it's true. If you don't live near a beach, you can actually do even more valuable beach cleaning sometimes by getting these types of recyclables. And again, a lot of very similar things I find at the beach, like pieces of shoes and sandals even, and this type of foam that comes from buoys and packaging. I even found more bubble wrap, which if you go back to any of my previous videos, I'm always finding bubble wrap. Again, that can start from hundreds of miles away, tipped over garbage cans, runs down into the river runs down to the ocean. That's how you're finding bubble wrap on your local beaches sometimes. So it's crazy, and I laugh to keep from being sad about it, I guess. But yeah, it's good. This was sort of good to see just the different types of items in terms of how some of it is similar, but again, how some of it is unique coming from this this local source for the neighborhood or the area here, right? And yeah, the strangest thing I found, which I think I'm going to keep around for a while, is this guy, Riverside Rick, who creepy doll that was kind of hiding under a tree stump or something. And actually, this town that we're at here has a doll repair shop in town. So I think we're going to take him by and see what they think about maybe cleaning him up, because he might be a good river beach clean mascot. So we'll see. So yeah, so those were really my big takeaways. And again, a lot of this stuff is buried even from the tide lines. Even just looking down now, shotgun shell kind of in the brush here. So yeah, very similar stuff, parallel experiences to what I find beach cleaning. Anyways, thanks so much for joining us here on our first riverside clean. Definitely going to be back up here, and obviously, like I said, try some other adventures in similarly diverse different environments from our normal beaches to do some cleaning. So if you like this sort of stuff, please subscribe. It definitely helps, and liking and sharing and all that stuff. Can't believe we hit our 100 subscriber goal last year, and we're going for 1,000 this year, because it's great to see more people getting interested and involved. So I really appreciate the interest and the interesting people and comments that I get here. So comment below if you have thoughts, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, stay safe out there, be well, clean well, and hope to see you on the beach soon, or maybe even the river.